We forget. We don't remember why we do the things that we do. And we have ceremonies even today that we have forgotten what they mean. And if you don't remember why you do something, you will either make up a reason for why you do it, or you'll stop doing it altogether. See, kids, they get this, intuitively. This is why they ask why. Because kids understand that why changes everything. It makes all of the difference. And if we forget why, as we're talking to our children why we do the things that we do, then we either have to make up a reason or we stop doing it altogether. Just think about Christmas. We celebrate Christmas every year. And yet at some point, back in the day, at some time prior to this, there were kids who went to their parents and said, why do we celebrate Christmas? And they couldn't remember anymore. They'd forgotten. And so they had to make up a reason. Well, it's Santa Claus. And they didn't remember the true story, and so they made one up so they could keep celebrating Christmas. And our kids ask us, why do we celebrate Easter? And at some point, there were kids who asked their parents, why do we celebrate this? And over time, they'd forgotten what it was really about. And so they had to make up a reason. There's an Easter bunny. See, over time, we're forgetful people. We forget. Even if we remember the story, we have forgotten the depth of it, the implications of it, the truth of it. And so we give up on it, and we forget the true story, and we settle for ones of make-believe. And so God, because he knows people, he doesn't want future generations to forget him. So he says, celebrate the Passover. Remember where you come from and remember what I brought you out of. And when your kids say, why do we celebrate the Passover? When your kids ask, why do we celebrate Christmas? Why do we celebrate Easter? Why do we go to church? You can say to them, because God has rescued us from sin and death, and we belong to him. And we don't ever want to forget. And I sure don't want my kids to forget. Or their kids.